Hey, Penny. How are you? Thank you. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I'm very torn. Oh, hold on. My mic. Okay. It disconnected for a second. I'm gonna go to a wedding dress store and try some things on and see if, I don't know, maybe that'll like help me guide my thoughts. Because I really don't want to take those sleeves off, but it's gonna be hot. So maybe I can find something that's similar feel that would be a little more lightweight. Even I was thinking, I've been thinking a lot, obviously. And even besides the sleeves, the actual dress itself is pretty large. I'd have to even add something underneath because it's kind of like the fabric is see-through, so I'd need like another layer. And I'm just not sure if even the dress itself is just not compatible. It's gonna be like early August now. We're pretty sure we are ready to answer the email to confirm a date tonight, so that's exciting. Yeah, I just don't want to be like super uncomfortable, but I don't know. I'm just trying to keep an open mind. I have time. And then if I weren't to find anything else, I don't have to stress because I can just, I will. I am going to check in with a seamstress and at least I have something. I'd like to make it work. I just don't want to like totally destroy the dress in the process. That's true. They might have some ideas. I did try to go to, I had a seamstress who worked on my prom dresses a while back, and she did a great job. She was awesome. I tried to stop by there the other day, and there was a sign on the door, "We're not taking alterations right now." So I was like, crap. But maybe I'll check in a month or two, and we'll see where I am with the other, if I find another dress or not, and I'll check in with her. But yeah, of course. Hey, Carly. Hey, Jennifer. How's everyone doing? Today's the last day of the Slippy Diaries. This is it. This is the end. Bittersweet, exciting, but sad. We've been with Ralph and Georgia for a long time. I'm gonna have to take his little picture off the top next week. I decided I'm going to grab one of my little single diaries that I have in my collection and we'll go through that next. So that'll be a quicker project, sort of an in-between palette cleanser. I know, it's sad when a story wraps up. So we only have August left. This one diary, I'm glad actually that the last one is a little more sporadic, him writing in it. Most of them were full. We had the best, I think the 1903 diaries was the best chunk of time. They were both pretty full, and that was the year they got married and they were spending a lot of time together. So I think out of all of them, that was my favorite two diaries of the series. I'm sure you guys agree. Actually, Georgia's 1895 diary was pretty interesting too to read. They're all interesting, but those stood out. All right, so without further ado, here we go. Let's see. I just want to be prepared. I've checked this before, but I just forget. I want to see if we have all of August. No, we're up to August 27th we have. So just so we know that the end is coming before we just turn in its blank pages. All right. August 1st. This is potentially going to be my wedding anniversary, August 1st. We will see. Worked in office except about 2 hours. Getting line between Brown and Roberts. I was doing a little bit of research before I came on today, just a tiny bit. I don't sit on my computer as much as I used to, and it's really like hurting the research process. I used to spend so many hours on here just like fiddling around and clicking on links and stuff, but I don't have the, I don't know if it's the attention span or I think just having a house. There's so many other things to do and I feel so busy all the time. I don't sit and research, but I did a little bit and I found out he's actually in Georgia right now. His wife's name is Georgia, but he's also in Georgia working on, or maybe he's not in Georgia, but he's working on the Savannah, Augusta, and Northern Railroad line. There was an article, I think I clicked away from it, but there was an article in the newspaper talking about that. I started to just kind of flip through and see, because we're about to end his story. So I wanted to see like what the rest of his life, like what he was up to. We already know he became the mayor of Waterloo later on, which is kind of cool, and the city engineer of Waterloo. Not kind of cool, it's very cool. It looks like in 1911, or 1910-ish, that's when he started doing the volunteer weather observing, which is interesting because, let's see, oh, that's his father. Georgia's father, Martin Luther Newton, he was the volunteer weather observer in Waterloo. And it looks like Ralph took over for him at that time. I was just kind of like flipping through. He started selling cars too, I noticed that. He's in the election for city engineer. Here's a picture of him. We have that picture. He was assistant city engineer from 1902. Oh, I'm going to keep this open actually because that gives us a timeline. I won't go through every year, but he is mentioned a ton in the newspapers. So it's actually really tricky to follow his story because there's just so much like overload, and then you have his brothers and his dad in here too. Sometimes he's called Ralph Slippy, sometimes he's called R.B. Slippy, so I just put in Slippy to make sure I got everything, but I'm probably going to keep doing this after we log off today. You found so much new info about family members you've never met and none of your family knew anything about. That's cool. Where did you find that? On Ancestry? I just connected with another distant relative on Ancestry. He sent me a bunch of information. I have to answer him still. I did once and then he sent me a bunch more. Very detailed information, almost like information overload. Family search. Oh, cool. It's even better because it's free. A lot of the information on Family Search and Ancestry, they have a lot of overlap. I just find the Ancestry is easier to search for me. I just am more comfortable with it, but that's also like whatever you use first, you become more comfortable with, so. That's cool. Oh, here's Ralph too. We have that picture too. Okay, well, I'll stop scrolling through here. We can do that after if we have extra time. Hey, Maria, how's it going? These diaries do have a place to go after we're done with them. I'm sending them off to Phyllis, who's a relative of Georgia's. Probably going to package them up tonight. Worked in office all day. I was trying to find a few more pictures because I always kind of drop off the wagon a little bit as we get further into the diaries. He hasn't really been doing much that's very interesting. Hi, Kate. Lately, he's been doing a lot of railroad work, which I don't find as enthralling. Less people to find, you know, less places. But I do like to have at least a couple pictures on each slide, so I do want to go back and fill this in. It's been pretty good, actually, for most of it. Maybe we could do that after, I don't know. I feel like we're going to get through these pretty fast, so we'll see. August 3rd, cross-sectioned from station 112 or 1125 to 1147. He's a railroad engineer right now. He's working for the, hold on, I wrote it down. It's under the picture here. The Savannah, Augusta, and Northern Railway. I think he's helping them build their railroad. Went to Garfield in PM also worked in office. I'm not sure if Georgia is with him right now, but I don't know. What does that say? A blank had blank half day clearing something. W? IAC? I do post these entries online. This document that I was scrolling through, I have one for every diary that I've read through on live, and I put them on my website, which is www.thingslostandfound.com. So if you go there, actually, I'll just show you. Easy enough to show you. If you go there, these are the Slippy diaries that we're reading right now. So if these will load on your phone, they just don't load when I'm on live streaming. But these are the diaries that I have. If you click on the link, it'll open up that Google slide. And then I also have them for other diaries that I've read through. There was another set of diaries that was in Iowa that we read called the Weatherman Diaries. Those we finished up and sent to Jim. They're here, but again, it's not going to load. So you can poke around if you want. I also put all of my live stream replays on YouTube, but those are longer. The Google Slides are easier to poke around in. Okay, went to Garfield and PM, also worked in office. A something had something. I don't know what this says. I need help. I see VINIAC. Raviniac? Is that a thing? Oh, or maybe it's a name. Or maybe it's a K, but Raviniac had Brenner half day. Maybe that's a person. I also don't know if that's Brenner. Cleaning. R something of W. I don't know. I was thinking maybe it was RY, railway. Let's see. I was hoping it would be like his boss or something. Redwood. You see Redwood right here? Oh, right here, R of W, Redwood. Could be a K. Would it be KVI? I also don't know if I don't even know if that's like the correct, if it was those letters. It'd be R or KIVINAC maybe? I have no idea. Rest of week? Oh, okay. Maybe, yeah. Or right of way. Okay, so an abbreviation. Could be either of those. That's good. Could be a P. I am not sure about that. That's definitely not a name that I have seen. Maybe he'll write it again. Sometimes he does. August 4th. With, oh, clearing right of way. Yes, yes. Thank you. That makes sense. Okay. With Mr. Rice and Mr. B U R T C H S E L L. Burchell. There's an extra loop in here. A-E-L-L. Not sure about that. All of a sudden, he's writing all these crazy names. Birchwell. Oh, okay, it could be. It could be Birch. I don't know. Are there enough loops? B-U-R-T-C-H. I don't think there is, but again, sometimes Ralph just could be an N. Sometimes he doesn't spell the name correctly either, so I think it's D-L. At the end, or here, I don't know what you mean. At the end, would that make sense is the only question. Burchell. So many possibilities. Drove around all day looking at ties. Okay. Railroad stuff. Okay, here we've got again, this is a little bit more not obvious, but a little bit easier to read, I think, with Mr. B-U-R-T-C-H, I think it is A-E-L-L. Inspected ties and then drove down to camp number 2 and stayed all night. Oh, here we have it again. This is a person. It does look like an R now. Riv. What is a surname you found online? Sorry, Carly, I missed it. Oh, I didn't see. Burchell. That's what it is. Definitely. Now that, I think the other ones would be too, but definitely. Okay, so let's see. I'll search that in a second. Okay. Now I still am not sure about this. It almost looks like R-W. Ruinic. I don't know. Or an E at the end. More? Could be. There's definitely 2 dots. Because he put that the last day too. He had 2 dots here. We know that's an R now. Maybe if I search Burchell, or, yeah, Burchell. I'm gonna look in 1907. Okay, we'll keep him as a just in the back of our mind. I don't know. Had 3 men cleaning. Hey, look at that, or clearing right of way. I remember I was saying before, hold on, I got distracted. What if A is a first initial? Yeah, I think it is. I think I'm gonna put, yeah, so maybe we could use that to find him later. He didn't write the full name. I wish he did sometimes. Ryoviak. I meant a long time ago to make a little pop-up like the diary birthday pop-up, but instead it's like a little medal. So whoever said right of way, there were a couple of you. Good job, you get the medal today. Okay, we're on the 6th. Just proves though that sometimes it's better to just keep reading a couple more days when I'm confused. Sometimes I can get so stuck on it, but then the next day he writes it a little bit different and we can tell, or he tells us a full name or a place that we were confused about. Drove back from camp number 2 and worked in office till noon. Then made survey of crossing M and M. Oh, this must be a different railroad. Where the railroad he is like plotting. Yes. On the other page when he said A Riviac, the next words had 3 men. Okay, hold on, let me go back. Yes! Good job. Other medal goes to you, Carly. I never would have gotten that. See? And it's like once you see something else, then it makes sense. But that is, yeah, definitely. Okay, what day was that? August 3rd. And not a name, but 3 men. Yay. Okay, so that guy must be in charge of like staffing or giving people jobs. I think it's okay, so James, oh no, James said teamwork, yeah. Tina said mount. Trust the process, exactly. It could be, but I think it's probably a railroad crossing, and I just know from how many times he talks about railroad crossings that it's usually a letter and another letter. So this is, it might even be N, but M and Southwest Railway. Let's see. Actually, I have a map right here. This is probably not going to be easy to use. Okay, let's see. Do we have any easy railroad crossings to read? I wonder if he's working up here, if he's in Georgia. Let's see. What was it? M and SW Railway. Georgia, Savannah, Northwestern, Midland, and Gulf. Yes, now all of a sudden he's in Georgia. He's working, I think he is in Georgia. He's working on a railway that is the Savannah and something railway. Savannah, Augusta, and Northern Railway. So I'm not sure if he's in Georgia. I think he did mention that he was in Georgia a couple of entries ago. It's M and SW Railway Co. M and SW Railway Co. Millen and Southwestern Railway. Okay, hold on. I'm going to look that up if it's not just coming up. Because he does use abbreviations. Millen. And we'll see if it has a crossing with this one. Georgia. Millen and Southwestern Railway. The Georgia and Florida Railroad. Okay. This is cool. Ooh. Okay, that makes sense. Map. Oh, cool. Carly's in Florida, so we're taking the railroad to her. want to just find an easy map that shows like Georgia's. I cannot type Georgia's railways. I know that he's like building the railway in 1907. So let's say 1910, not 1910. 1910. Map. Let's see when this is from. Memphis and Southwestern. Okay, so there's a couple that it could be. Oh, this might be what we need. Oh, this is 1839. That's too early. $1901, too early. Let's see what's in here. This looks too new too, but where'd the map go? How do you open up to the picture? Is there a way to do that instead of having to find it? Maybe I can open the image. Open image in new tab. Yeah. Not labeled. Okay. Thank you, James. I'm always trying to learn new shortcuts. I don't know. Oh, okay, hold on. Here, you can't see where I'm pointing, but there's a railway here. It's just so hard to see. Unless all of these are railways. Oh, I think they might be. Okay, so if this is the Savannah, Augusta, and Northern Railway, he made survey of M and SW. Oh my God, it's going to be so hard to find it. M and SW. I don't know. That's... There's too many lines. Yeah, there's Memphis, maybe coming out of Memphis. Based on what I've had, I think Milan and Southwest would have been the one at the time. Okay. We could look at an old map of that and see where it would connect in. Went down to Florida, right? When is this map from, by the way? I don't really have... I don't know. If anyone wants to poke around more, feel free. This map I found on eBay. It's from 1908. I'll leave it open and that's not it. Alright, we'll keep going. Maybe we'll go back to it. Does M and stand for Macon? I don't know. I'm not sure. Could be. Well, I think that's a city. It's hard to tell what's the name of a city and what's the name of a railroad. But you can see, like... Here you see South Railway, but... This is South Railway. I don't know. Savannah River. There's so many railways. It was sued in 1907. Wow. I haven't been on your FYP in forever. Well, perfect timing because we're about to finish this diary project today. I've been here. TikTok just doesn't show me. Made plot of M and SW Railway and took clearing something estimate clearing from, thank you, Haydock 109621148 and went to Garfield. Yeah, there's a couple possible railroads. It could be Macon and Southwestern Railroad. Which one is it, though? I think I just maybe need to find a more streamlined map. Worked in office till 9:30 and cross-section from 1184 9 to 1134. Oh, thank you, Manya. This is not actually my job, so I don't know how you get a job like this. This is just a side hobby. But I'd assume if you wanted a job like this, you would go into a history degree or archivist kind of direction. I didn't find this hobby till later on in life, so I don't have formal training. I just do it for fun. Is he in Georgia with his wife? I don't know. He doesn't mention her a lot at all. And usually when he's away from her, he does talk about writing letters and stuff, so I think that he's with her. Okay. Worked in office all day. Something commenced clearing. Might be a name. Yeah, he's in Georgia. His wife is also Georgia. So if it can't get more confusing than that. 10 men in 2 teams. Sorry. Rivignac, I don't know, had 1 man clearing. Finished clearing. Those must be like post numbers or something. All right, what do we think about this? Something commenced. A-L-T-R-A-L, Tral. Ventral. It's not, it wouldn't make sense if it was finished. Finished, commenced, clearing. And then he wrote finished actually down here, and it's not the same. Central, but with an F. Fentral. I have no idea. Frontal. I see an R tucked in here. But it could be, yeah, maybe front, like they're in the front. The people in the front finish clearing. It's not like, you thought frontal too? Okay. Maybe that is the company that's doing the clearing. Fridial. Can I back up, like scooch out like that? Yeah, it's probably a name. It's usually a name when we really can't read it. a name. Commenced cleaning. Yeah. I don't know either. Okay. They're milepost mile markers. It's written again down below. Here, it says finished. And I don't think that says finished. There's not enough letters. Yeah. I know, it looks very similar. So we know it's an F and probably an IN. Fintrol? Yeah, it definitely has a T. Oh, we'll see. Sometimes he'll mention them again. We'll go back. August 10th. Worked in office all day except for something estimate about an hour in morning. Transfer? I don't know what it is, but Futrol? Oh, okay, yep, he got it. He wrote it again. Okay, hold on. We'll go back. Let me just get there. A Rivenac, I'm gonna say, outfit of 70. Ooh. Okay, what does that say? I know what that says, and I don't like it. 70 males? Mules! Okay, but do we see what's next? I don't like that. Yeah, I know. I don't know if I should keep that. I know. Before, there was something that came up a while ago where they used a not so nice word. And I forget what I did. I like blurted or something. But I feel like if I put N ********, it's gonna look even worse. I don't really know. I'm just gonna leave it. Is that okay? Because we know it's a reflection of the time, and okay. If it was the other word, I would not write it out, but okay. What do we think about this one? No, there's no, it's not that. Oh, no, he didn't use that no, he didn't use that word that I was alluding to. It was something like, just iffy. Like, I don't even know if it was his diary. It was just in a past, reading. Foot haul. Oh, here, yes. Okay, or foot trawl. Yes. Foot trawl finished clearing to station 1212. So I'm gonna go back and fix that. Okay, we had it right here. Good job. Is that it? One other time? Okay. Yes, yes. Penny, you're correct. I remember now. Gave, yeah, it was just like another slang that's not really, just not appropriate now. Gave foot trawl instructions. Something to clear. Next. To clear. I think he's clear. Because they're getting ready to build a railroad, so that makes sense. 289 until... Oh, not to clear. Until further notice. Okay. August 11th. went to Savannah. So he's definitely in Georgia. Patrol had 8 men and 2 teams clearing R of W right of way. Cleared 122921188. Finished taking up clearing estimate. I think it's cleared. I thought it was cleaning before too, but they're like clearing woods. So I think that, yeah. Okay, you think that it is clean? It is, like, this, the meaning is similar enough. I don't know. I think it's clear because they're like cutting down trees and stuff. Presumably. I don't actually know. But Rivenac, or how was I saying it? Yeah, actually, look, now he's printing. That definitely looks like Rivinac. He does the same thing with plot and plat, which kind of mean the same thing on like a surveying standpoint. And I never know which one it is or which one to type. Yeah, Penny says, I think clearing makes more sense contextually. I agree. Rivenac started work with, sorry, I will zoom out. 13 something. He's noted as a railway builder. Oh, cool. Where'd you see that? I don't know if it's... I don't think there is another I. I think I put one before. Scurfland? I just put one. I don't know. It looks like there's 3 dots here, but I think that his dots are moved over. Like, this dot belongs to this, and this dot belongs to this. And I think I was seeing the dot here on the other ones and not being able to, like, see the individual letters. I thought there was an I there. But now it's Rivenac, I think. 13... This would be a job, probably, or a name of someone doing a job. Oh, he said... Right here. Rivenac scalpers? It could be. I don't know. Oh, is that an F? Furs? Scrapers? Maybe he really misspelled Sicilian. I think it's an F. What did you miss? We're just reading through the last bit of Ralph's last diary with us. Scalflers. I don't know what any of that is. Searchers? S-E-A-R. Almost. Well, let's get some context. 13 something, 1 6-mule plow. I'm gonna need to open up the diary to see what that is. This is not it. August 13th. Okay. Oh, you know what? I was gonna say it. I can see it a little bit better, and it looks like it's scrapers. Let me think. Let me look for another, Yeah, because look at his, down here, his P. It's not in the middle of a word, but it's, no, that doesn't really help. Hold on. It does look like it could be scrapers. This also kind of looks like an E, but 1/6 mule. 1/6. Wait, hold on. 1/6 mule plow. Then I cannot read what. This is a word in the corner. And I don't know what it is. Tan? 1 ship team? Hey, I didn't really... Oh, Aoife, I'm curious what you're gonna say. You think I should get them made in too? I don't know what that is. Or it could be ship or slip team. Okay. Also started work with stump puller. Stump puller? Oh no! Your comments are being rejected? Well, I promise I'm not doing the rejecting. I'm sorry. I see the one where it says... you think you should get the sleeves made into ... and then I didn't see anything else. But you can message me if you want. Or try to phrase it differently. I don't know what, like if there's a link in it, I know it rejects it. I don't know what else would cause that. That's weird. Yeah. Write it in code. Plow and slip team. Also started work with... I don't know. Yeah, it could be and. I don't know. It doesn't really look like and, but it's like down the corner. You guys can't see the whole word, but I really can't read it, so I'm just gonna do that. Okay. Yep, also started work with stump puller. That's gotta be a sucky job. Staked out culverts at 1135 1120. Okay, I'm saying remove in a different way, so it's getting removed. Yeah, that's odd. If you send me a message, like direct message on TikTok, I can read it, or on Instagram or something. That's so frustrating. And 1113. Does it, you know what the worst part about it is too, when you are sending, you probably get stumped a lot, huh? When you, okay, so a cardigan. I wonder what did you say? I want to know what you said that got removed, but I can't know because it'll just get removed. Sometimes when you send out comments and they're getting filtered, they still show up on your, thanks, Eva. Yep, okay. Oh, you said take it off. Oh my god, that's so funny. You're on my live telling me to take it off. It's so inappropriate, Eva. That's hilarious. What was I saying? Oh, sometimes when they get filtered, they still show up on your phone. Like, you think that it's sending, and I'm sorry if you thought I was just ignoring you. Oh, that's funny. That's so stupid. And then yet people can come on to TikTok lives. It doesn't really happen much here, thank God, but people can be such jerks and like troll people and say pretty nasty things in the comments, and those don't get flagged. But then poor Eva can't tell me what to do with my dress. The struggle. Also referenced line 109. But a cardigan so you can take it off, but also put it on for pics. Yes. I'm not sure. I have to talk to a seamstress definitely, because I have a hard time, because I don't know how, I do a little bit of sewing, but nothing like detailed like that. And there's a lot of buttons and lace on the back. So I just can't picture it being able to like fully come off and then go back on. And I don't know. I just really don't want to take the sleeves off. Oh, thank you. I know that's what's making me torn. Is it really like when I first tried it on, it was like, oh my God, this is so me. And it still is, but it's just not like perfect. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll go to the wedding dress store and I'll hate everything and then be like, okay, so now I know for sure I want to figure this out. I know I love the buttons too. The buttons, like the back part and the sleeves were my favorite part about it. And I just don't know if I took the sleeves off, even if I made them removable, like that means most of the night I probably won't have the sleeves on. And I don't think I'll like the dress as much. I'll like it, but I don't think like I'll feel super, I don't know. It's so hard to imagine and I just can't stop like going back and forth about it. So yeah, I'm going to keep looking. I don't know either. I always like when I had the dress just like in storage, I was always like, the sleeves are barely there. It's just like I don't even know what the actual material is, like organza material or something. But even standing in my house taking that video, I don't know, it was just like humid in that room. I was getting hot. But someone made a comment that made me think, and they were like, it's not the sleeves that are going to make you super hot. It's the like actual bodice of the dress is very tight against my skin, and it has to be let out, but it's still like right up against me. And maybe that's why, like, there's a lot of dress. Like, I would still need to add, I was saying this earlier, I still need to add another layer underneath because it's see-through right now. Like, there's only the outer layer. Whoever wore this dress before must have worn something underneath it. And I need to add more, and I'm already hot. And I'm like, okay, that might not be the best thing ever. If it was a winter wedding or a fall wedding, I'd have no issues. They aren't usually very well. What about the comments? Oh, your comments keep getting removed still? Try it on outside the same day because it's the same time of year. Yes. Oh, wear a slip. Yes, I would have to wear a slip, and that's just adding more layers of fabric. So I don't know. Poor Eva. You're gonna get like banned off TikTok for no good reason. Staked out culverts at 1135. Did I already do this? Yeah, I did. Okay. Someone or something cleared from. You should probably take a break from commenting just so it doesn't ban you for no good reason. Forest. It does look like there's a T. I don't even know. Foot. No. Sometimes he uses the word footman. You guys think it's footral? I'm just gonna write that because I don't know. Cleared from 1149 to 1162. Oh, now he's spelling it different. Rivenac finished from 1130 to 1147 and 50. Gave instructions to Mr. Luck. Has 2 culverts. Stakes. Set 3 feet from end of culvert. Cut. Marked. Cut. I don't know what any of that means, but that means something. Oh, last week? Yeah, I was on last week, right? Yeah, the 3rd. That storm that was coming through, I'm glad. Oh, cut my, maybe. I don't know. I think cut marked on steak, like maybe the steak is wood and he like made a notch or something. I don't know. Last week I ended up losing power like 5 minutes after I logged off with you guys. It wasn't for long, but the storm really like blew through here right after I logged off, so that was good that it didn't interrupt us. It was crazy. I took a video of the water going down the street. It was like a river. A lot of people lost power for like the whole night, but we didn't. Oh, he's back spelling it like that now. Or like that. Cut marked, yeah. Oh, Aoife, I'm sorry. I would not try again. Not that I don't want to hear what you have to say, but I don't want you to end up getting like flagged or something for something stupid. It's probably because you tried to send those before and now it's just flagging you. Oh, 26 is very warm. What's 26 degrees in Fahrenheit? Yeah, it's about that hot here too. Okay, scrapers? Yeah, I think so. 4 men, 1 team. In stump puller. Yeah, it's very humid today. It was rainy. It's not the kind of rain that's refreshing. It's the kind of rain that just keeps making it more and more sticky. Started 6 slips. Walked in office in AM and worked in office. And part of PM. Was on work. Part of PM. Instructed Mr. Now it looks like it's not luck. It looks like Juck. Tuck. Literally every comment is getting flagged now. Okay, I'm sorry. We love you too, Aoife. That really sucks. See, here it looks like it's an L, but maybe not. Juck. August 15th is your birthday! Hold on, I have something special for you. And it's funny that you just randomly, you haven't seen this before, so you have no idea what I'm going to do, but happy diary birthday. That's a special thing. And you just came here randomly on your diary birthday. That is special. Mr. could be Turk. I don't know. August 14th is yours. Okay, hold on. That was yesterday in the diary, so you can have a belated diary birthday. I should probably make a little special sticker for that. Happy belated diary birthday. But not very belated. We just read it. Okay. To waste pan? I don't know what any of this means. What? Stop capitalizing. Stop. Sometimes I just go with it. I don't know anything about like surveying railroads, so these things could make sense to Ralph, but not to me. I don't know what that doesn't say hotel. To something from 11, 31, and 30 to station 35. It could be Frank. It doesn't look like it says Frank on the other one, though. The other page where he mentions it. I don't know. Okay. Mr. Funk. That would be nice. I see Junk. Mr. Junk. Okay, Frank Funk Junk. August 16th. Could be Jack. He might mention him again. Cross-sectioned STA or station. I think that means station. 1133212250 or steak. Could be steak because he has been talking about steaks. Broke level. I'm gonna open it up to see what that is. August 16th. Broke level tube. I wonder, I don't know if he's still using that special tool. Remember we found a special tool he was using here that he broke one time? He's very klutzy. Is there a level tube in here? No. I don't know if he's using this tool anymore. But he's probably using some kind of equipment and he broke it. Or maybe the level tube is its broke loved life. No. He broke his level tool, or his level tube. Worked in office in PM. Okay. Something worked in PM, in AM, and worked in office till noon. The heck? What is that? It might not even be work. Something something in AM and worked in office till noon. What if this transcription helps someone do historical research someday? That would be cool. Tied in line 1090 to 1270 and 15.5 in PM. Foot trawl finished to, I thought it said visited to. Visited what? Finished to station 1039 or stake 1039. Something report, force report by patrol was 11 men and 2 teams each day except Saturday PM. Visited works. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna write it because I think that's the closest we've got. Visited works, steel works, like mill. Oh yeah, maybe. Okay, August 18th. Blank. Oops. Oh. Says I'm not active. There we go. Okay. Oh, hold on. Did I? Oh no, I did start it. Okay, I got nervous that I didn't start the YouTube stream, and that's how I record. But I got it. August 19th. Worked in office. Cross-sectioned 1250 to 1262. August 20th, we're almost done. Worked in office about 2 hours on work. Walked to Garfield, getting estimate of something. G, gushing? Gubking? I don't know. Grave lymph. Is that a thing? I definitely see a G at the end. G. It could be THING. Grothing. Getting estimate of graveling. Could be. Is guthing? Yeah, I don't know. Is that a thing? Is that a thing? Anyone know what that is? Girthing. Could be. 1088. Whatever it is, it would have to do with surveying. Engineering. August 21st. Grathing is some kind of cutting? Okay. Worked in office, except 2 hours on work. Very informative. August 22nd. Coordination today? Something coordination today. Worked in office in AM. Brown? Oh God, why is it so hard? I don't think it's began, but that would make sense. Could also be condensation? Brown condensation today? I don't think so. I don't know if it's coordination, actually. I don't think it is. I think it's condemnation? No. Something like that. Commenced? No, there's definitely a D and a T. Guthing is a German name or a tournament assembly. Oh, hold on. At the same thing, proceedings in PM. What? Condemnation. Oh. Okay. They're condemning a building, maybe? And that could be like part of his job as an engineer. I don't know. Or maybe they're gonna tear down a building for the railroad. It's condemnation today. Okay, and maybe we can look this up. Hold on. Worked in office in AM at condemnation proceedings in PM. So let's go here. And where was the search that I was already doing? Whatever, I'll do a new search. We're gonna look up, I think it was Brown. And this is not in Iowa. This would be in Georgia. Okay. August. Condemnation proceedings. Okay, what is this? Eminent domain killed by house. Right will not be given public utility corporation. The right of eminent domain will not be extended to public utility corporations over other water power companies in Georgia this year. Last night, the House voted to table this bill, which effectually kills it for a year. Okay, so it's a bill. It's not a specific place being condemned. Oh. Okay. Thought it was more dramatic. Your niece is on the phone, so I'm muted. I'm still watching. She hung up on me. Oh my god. Well, I won't hang up on you. Set toe of slope for bridge at 8:70 in AM. Worked in office in PM. We only have a few days left. That article is too vague. I don't know if that's accurate for what they're talking about here. Well, I don't know. I thought maybe because it said condemnation proceedings, which is exactly what his phrase was. I don't know. That's not what we're looking for. That's the only thing that came up that has both words in it. This one. A bill by Senator Hayes to grant water power companies rights of condemnation was tabled after it failed to receive the required constitutional vote. So, I don't know why water companies would matter to Ralph, but or it might just be like utility companies. They were trying to pass a bill that utility companies could use eminent domain probably to like build their gas lines, water lines, whatever. But that was rejected, and that would be relevant if it is like utility stuff. I don't know. He is, or was, I don't know if he is yet. He was, I don't think it's Brown condensation, because then it says condemnation proceedings later. What was I gonna say? It might just be of interest to him because he works for the city, he works on all different, like, he's not the mayor yet, but he will be, so maybe he's just interested in, like, that kind of thing. I don't know. Or maybe it is relevant to the railroad stuff that he's actually working on right now. Maybe he, I don't know. Anyways. August 24th. Cross-sectioned. He was the city engineer of Waterloo, definitely later on. He already worked, at one point, he was working for Georgia's father, doing, like, city engineer stuff. Yeah, he probably surveys for utilities, too. He did mention there was some gas company he was working for a little bit, like, doing a survey for them, so yeah, that's true. So it is relevant. Is the first word on the 22nd began? Could be. I don't know. I have no idea. Doesn't really look like there's a G that goes down, but I don't know. What else would make sense? People and professionals were more generalists back then. Now we have a bunch of specialists. Yeah, that's true. Ralph definitely did a lot of different engineering stuff. I thought it said Brown too, but I don't know. That doesn't make sense. Maybe I'll open up the actual diary and see if it is a little more obvious. Sometimes it is. BR. No. I still see brown, but I don't know what that would mean. Oh no. Blank. 2 more days. And then we're done. Cross section 1062 to 1088 in AM. Referenced out line 1062 1088. Worked in office in PM. Sid said, "It's been forever since I caught your live. What all's been going on with Ralph?" Well, I don't know when you last were with us, but he did get married. And we read the 1903 diaries of Ralph and Georgia together. That took a while because we were reading 2 diaries at a time. And then we read another one by Ralph from 1903. No. Right after the 1903 one, we moved on to this one. No, we read another one in 1906. And then we're jumping back. Like, this one is confusing because it's half 1904, half 1907. Thank you, Carly. Yeah, so he was married. This probably... Well, I don't know if this is ChatGPT-able, actually. You could try to put in this bulk of text and ask ChatGPT to translate it, but that's not really, like... The point of me doing this is just kind of for fun, so it would kind of defeat the purpose of why I do it if I put it into ChatGPT. But you could definitely, like, use ChatGPT to, yeah, there'd be a ton of mistakes. You'd have to check it. You could use it to summarize. You could put in, like, all of the typed version of the diary and ask it to summarize things, sort things. I don't know. It isn't capable to it isn't able to apply the context clues. We can use it. Yes, that's true. I was trying to use ChatGPT earlier to, what was I trying to do? Oh, I wanted it to take a picture. My friend used it to, like, kind of mock up her bathroom. She wanted to, like, add wallpaper. So she told it, oh, put this wallpaper. And it did it, and it looked great. It, like, would not work for me today. I don't know what I was doing wrong. But I wanted it to put, I have a vanity that I bought already that we haven't installed. And I wanted to, like, have it put that vanity in the bathroom. I know it wouldn't be, like, exact, but I wanted to kind of, like, substitute the white vanity for the black vanity. And it, like, said that it did it, and then the picture never showed up, and it still hasn't showed. It just, like, didn't work. Yes, I did use it for the wedding photos. That's over here. No, it's in the other one. I have them in people and places. I was able to ask it what railroads were established by then. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I should use it for things like that. I never think of using it like a search tool. Ian uses it all the time to, like, search. I always think of it as a generator, like, only. Like, you tell it to generate an image or generate some text. These were made with AI based on what we, well, it kind of looks like the dress that I have. What we told, or what, it's based on their entries about their wedding. And they're all a little bit different. I couldn't get it to be, like, exactly what I want, but it hallucinates info constantly, so you need to double check. Yes, okay, that's true. That's very true. That's funny. These dresses are very similar stylistically to the one that I have. That ChatGPT coughed up. That's me and Ian. They were all a little bit different. Think of it as having access to all the Google info. Yes, that you don't have to, like, I know, it is true. It is a kind of, I'm always amazed by it when I do think of using it. I don't know what it is, like, it just wasn't, it's showing my age, really, that I, like, don't trust it. And I know you shouldn't just trust it because it isn't, like, completely accurate all the time, but I should use it more. And I should think of using it more. It's always like a oh, if I'm writing a long email and I want to like have it make it sound a little bit nicer, I'll put it in there. But you think it's quite unreliable as a search? Yes. Ian uses it for like certain things. I don't really know. He uses it a lot though. It might give you the wrong info and then gives you a bias to believe that. That's true. I think he uses it more for like pretty straightforward things. Like recipes and stuff. I'd have to ask him. Staked out bridge. Oh, someone mentioned it was a birthday. Hold on. Happy diary birthday to your sister. You can tell her. Of slope. Oh, that doesn't really make sense. And an AM. I don't know. Or it could be plus, like that. Mr. Wayne reported to the take charge of residency, and we went over the line from Garfield to camp, and that's it. That's it for Ralph. Okay. So the plan is to send these diaries. There's a set of 6 of them that we just read through. That's all the Slippy diaries. I'm going to send those to Phyllis, who's a relative of Georgia's. But that's it, guys. Thank you. Sorry if I was abruptly stopping. I got a text. An important text that I have to answer after. But Georgia is his wife, is Ralph's wife. Ralph is up there in the corner. We don't have a picture of Georgia, unfortunately. Maybe someday we'll find one. Thank you. Is it pronounced Sarah? I think it was fun too. Yes, so I found some of Georgia's relatives in Iowa, around where she actually was in the 1895 diary, which is cool. They stuck around there. I found a couple of relatives, so I'm going to send the physical copies to the first relative I connected with and send the digital copies to the other guys too. I know. It's sad. I'll have to let Dan, who donated these diaries to me, know that we finished them and that they're off to a relative. I'm sure he'll be very happy about that. That was the goal when he sent them to me, so it'll be very cool. What's next, Sid asks. Next, I'm going to poke through my diary collection. I have a couple of diaries that are just like 1 year of someone's life. I like to do the series because they last a long time and they also like give you a chance to actually dig into the people. It seems like just if you're reading one diary, it's like one and done and you don't get much info. But that being said, I have a few diaries that are just a 1 year thing, and those just we don't go through them because we have series to do. So I think I'm going to do 1 or 2 quick projects in between, and then I do have a very hefty project for us soon. I already have it. I don't have it like in order or photographed yet. It's going to be different because it's not like just diaries. I usually start 6 p.m. on Thursdays. It's not just diaries. It's a mix of photos, records, diaries, letters, all different things. But it'll be interesting, that's for sure. We'll have like a big puzzle to put together. But what we'll do is just read like a couple of little single diaries, and those will go quick, and then we'll move on to another meaty one. How long does it take you to take pictures of all the pages? I do it in spurts. So I don't do the whole diary at once. I do like a few months at a time. It doesn't take me too long because I used to like try to scan them and make every picture perfect, but that takes way too long. So what I do is I just turn on my light here, which is very bright, and I put it on my desk and I just take a picture, turn, take a picture, turn, take a picture. So it does take a while, but I do it in like spurts, so it's not too bad. But with the next big project that we're working on, it's going to be tricky to take the pictures because everything is different sizes and different, like, I'm going to have to sort them or something. I'm going through the same problem with the letters, the World War II letters that my diary detectives, my Patreon people are going through. It takes a lot longer to take pictures of letters that have multiple pages and that have to be sorted. And like for that, I have a little thing, almost like, you know, when police officers take pictures of evidence and they have the little tag in the corner. I have a setup where I have like a tag in the corner where I write on it what the date is so that during uploading and everything, if it gets all out of order, we can still figure out what's what. That takes forever, and that is not fun. That's like my least favorite part, and I have to do more of it, and I haven't done it. My poor diary detectives are waiting for more work, but God, it's annoying. Because every time, too, I have to get the whole kitchen table set up with my light and my phone, and I have to make it so that the phone's shadow doesn't go on the page, you know. Anyways. Well, that was nice. That was a fun series, and I'm glad that we have someone to send them to. Another success. Mallory, I'm still kicking around on the internet. Yeah, I remember your name because Georgia mentioned Shoemakers, the last name, in her 1895 diary. And yeah, I think actually I remember that being your username, I think. But you had said, oh, my last name is Shoemaker or something. What is your YouTube channel again? It's Things Lost and Found. So I'll be on next week again. 6 p.m. I'm going to wait to make a live event because, I guess I don't even know what we're doing next week. Should we take a break? I'm just going to do it. I don't want to take a break. So I'll just make a live event and I'll put it something generic because I don't know which diary we're going to read. So reading old diaries, antique diaries, we'll say. And then I'll make it more specific when we find out what we're actually reading. The date next Thursday is the 17th. At 1800. And help us read and research this antique diary. Because I have no idea when it was written or who it was written by. Okay. So if you like to subscribe or not subscribe, but sign up for the live events, that will be there. I know some of you like it because you get a notification. If not, I also send notifications on my Discord channel. That's linked in my link tree. So those are two ways to get notifications. You can also just put it in your calendar. Some people do that, but I'm here every Thursday. Unless something comes up or if something changes, I always try to let you guys know. But it doesn't happen too often that things change. How do you sign up for live events? If you go to my page on TikTok, I guess the format has changed slightly, but right underneath my name and my bio, it says live today at 6 p.m. If you actually click on that, it should pop up for you. It's not doing it for me because it's my own page, but I think that no, hold on. I don't think the live has been approved yet because I just put it. It usually takes a minute or two. But usually right there, if you click on that, it'll say register. Maybe if someone wants to pop over there and see. TikTok is super unintuitive for me too, so don't worry. lately it hasn't been changing as much, but it used to be like every time I logged into my streaming platform, it's TikTok, but it's like on my computer, every single time I'd log in, everything would be reset and something would be totally different, and I'd have to learn it every week, and it was stressful, but it's been like pretty much the same for a while. Oh, now I'm noticing though that it's giving me the option. Remember, I used to be able to do portrait or landscape mode, and you used to be able to turn your phone, and then all of a sudden nobody could do that anymore. I'm noticing on my screen now that looks like it might be an option again. I can't change it now because I'm actually live streaming, but maybe next week I'll try it and we'll go back to that. I'm just so sick of things like features coming in and features leaving and just changing all the time. Okay, Virginia just did subscribe or like sign up for the live event, so it must be there. Okay, I'll see you guys next week. Thanks for a fun journey with Ralph. Hold on, let me one last time. I'll make Ralph real big. We'll wave goodbye to him. Ta-ta for now. Like, only people over 10K can have playlists. Yeah, that's stupid. I don't understand that. I remember when I finally got playlists, and I was like, finally, I can organize. Bye, everybody. Bye, Ralph. Thanks for the fun. You were a cool guy. He can go back to the railroad. Oh, thank you, Kylie. I'm still figuring out what I'm doing with that, but I do love it too. I've got a lot of decisions to make. Take care, Nikki. Also, see you next week.